Welcome back. Chaos spreads throughout the royal capital with new battles breaking out everywhere to contain it. Then,
Why is that?
insects fly through the air, closing in on Tiga. Sakura continuing her one-sided offensive without even breaking a sweat. Meanwhile, a reaction should have been triggered in the bugs, planted in Melty, causing everyone under the effect of the evil eye within the capital to go into a frenzy at once. The effect should have sent a wave through the slums as well, and yet
The situation hasn't changed at all. Why? How?
something is wrong. Sakura doesn't understand. Everything should have finally been going according to her plan, but
You seem to be losing your edge, Sakura. You sure you want to be distracted while facing me?
she can strike down the bug and move as quick as the arrow. Sakura slows him down with more bugs, then leaps backwards to get more distance between them. She then follows up with another wave of range attacks. She's been repeating this strategy the entire fight, but her attempt to take him down has been unsuccessful.
Oh, Tiga, you're much tougher than I thought. You must be wounded all over. And your bleeding won't stop with the type of bugs I've been using. I'm sure you're feeling dizzy right about now. Or are you able to remain standing all out of love for Melty?
That's right. It's out of love for Mel. Not that you'd understand what love is. I know that love can empower you. Just thinking about Mel gives me more power than all of the blood I've lost.
You don't know when to shut up. Just like that Subaru.
That's starting to seem like a badge of honor. Turns out he's a greater person than I expected. I was getting worried when you started talking so much. But it sounds like your plot was a dud after all. Too bad for you, Subaru Natsuki has one-upped you every step of the way, Sakura element. That's the truth.
How dare you! That foolish little brat cannot possibly get the better of...
Just as Sakura is about to finish her sentence,
Well, we cannot have that. It stands to reason that you're unable to win when you've miscalculated your enemy. It appears that your defeat could not be avoided.
What?
It's you!
both of them turn in surprise towards the voice, the silhouette loud while fluttering in the dry wind of the slums. They're saying,
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
"Bruh."
I am Wilhelm Trios.
Well, now you can't win.
I am but a humble swordsman and subject of Duchess Cruce Carsten.
There's a formidable air about the old swordsman. Sakura feels her throat go dry upon hearing him declare his name.
Wilhelm Trias? Where have I heard that name before?
I would say I've come to help, but that is not the case. I am not here to assist you, but to fight in your stead.
What do you mean?
There's chaos breaking out all around the royal capital as we speak. I have been quelling the unrest for some time now. However, in my experience, these things must be dealt with at the source. That is why I will take over from here.
But that woman is the mastermind behind this all.
Make no mistake, is your objective to defeat the enemy? Is your objective to defeat the enemy?
He could consider the question that was repeated to him and gulped loudly.
No, it's not. My objective is to help Mel.
Very good. My land dragon is just around the corner in the back street. You should be able to ride it to catch up. Now go.
Thank you for everything.
Not to worry. This old man finds joy in these things. A long time ago, many people helped to set the stage for me. And now I must repay that favor.
Tiga nods, let out a sigh, and finally sees his sword. He then turns to Sakura.
Sakura,
Tiga, I won't allow this.
Mel is not fit to be ruler. Even if she has the power, she can choose not to follow that path. I want to have Mel choose for herself.
Tiga turns around and runs off, and Sakura reaches out towards him as he leaves.
Stop! Stop! Tiga!
Sakura bugs swarm forth at her cries, their wings buzzing in a frenzy, however.
How uncouth.
As they fly towards their target, a flashing blade cuts through them in an instant. Sakura feels a chill go down her spine upon witnessing the sheer mastery of the sword.
You call yourself a humble swordsman? This is...
I've simply wielded the sword for a long time. With my lack of natural talent, that is all there is to it. Though in my years, I've learned to understand the principle of things.
Principle?
Indeed. A man will go to the woman he loves. Standing in the way is the epitome of boorishness. Prepare yourself. Our paths may not have crossed until this fated day, but your head shall be mine for this aged sword devil's taking.
Sword Devil. I see. The Sword Devil.
Pioneer the alias of the old swordsman, Sakura looked up at the sky. Tiga is nowhere in sight now. Left alone, Sakura began to laugh.
This can't be! How did this happen? All of my plans were discovered! My plots all exposed! How is that possible? It's like he saw through everything! Subaru-Natsuki! What did you do, Subaru-Natsuki?
Get Melty on the table and start the surgery, quick! Roswell's going to the castle, Anastasia's going to the Nobles District and Shopping District, and Felt's heading to the slums. But we aren't out of the woods yet. We need Melty to get back to her senses as soon as possible.
You don't have to keep repeating yourself. I know my role here.
Subaru, you should calm down. You've done enough already. Leave the rest to us.
Besides, you'll just get in the way. Are you sure you want to see all the blood and guts?
I'm actually not that good with gore. All right. I'd hate to leave now, but I'll go outside. But my heart is with you guys. If you feel lonely, just think of me and...
Shut up. Hurry up and go.
Mealy, what's the situation?
Oh my god, he was
Is
stupid!
everything okay in there?
He was that stupid to have Emilia stay on the same carriage.
Yeah, the surgery is starting. I have a feeling something bad is happening in the city.
Let's leave that to the others. We have to do our own job.
Right. We can't be worrying about everything at once. We only have so many hands between us. We just need to grasp what's in front of us with both our hands.
Yes, and we're fleeing in different directions from the other dragon carriages right now. I don't see Wolf behind us anymore, so I think we're okay.
I don't want to guess based on hope. Never be too optimistic.
Right, I thought I was about to say that. Was about to review our plan to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Subaru!
Emilia cried out, and Subaru also see what's directly ahead of the dragon carriage.
There he is!
Did he circle around us? But how did he get in front of the dragon carriage?
No, there's something else going
The
on.
three dragon carriages had split off into different directions, but their ultimate destination were the same, south of the royal capital. So all he had to do was wait at the south of the city, attack all three at once, a simple yet effective tactic.
Normally he shouldn't have enough mana to do this, but...
It's coming!
It's not me!
Wolf howled and a horrifically large ball of fire appeared above his head. I don't know much about that magic, but even I could tell that I'm normally powerful. I only have a few drops of mana according to Puck and Beatrice. I could use up my reserves thousands of times while filling up that much firepower. Wolf launches the attack towards us without mercy.
Wolf! What? Tega, I won't let you! Malice in that dragon carriage!
Tiga sliced into Wolf's arm. The giant fireball is slightly veered off course as it held away from Wolf's muscular arm. The brief exchange between Tiga and Wolf is obscured by the fireball in the way. The ball of fire continued towards us.
Don't worry, Subaru. We should be able to handle that.
Mealy?
It might have been dangerous if it was just me here, though.
I'll follow your lead. There's no time to practice, but can you do it?
Yes! Leave it to Subaru's friend! You heard them. Hang tight, Subaru!
Got it! Wait, where do I hang on?
I tried to follow Emilia's direction and look for something to hang on to at the coachman's seat.
One blow, 100 felt!
Oh, Yuma! Open the way!
While I panic, Emilia and Rim and Cruciate unleash their powerful attack. They shoot forward and collide with the fireball, causing it to break apart in an explosion of light. Even sound vanishes in that moment, and the world is engulfed in a white light. No, it just disappeared from sight. Slowly, sound and color return to my world.
If you can speak, it means we ended up fine.
Kashi cries out while pulling the carriage as if in response to Amelia's comment. Amelia then smiles.
I'm fine too. Does it hurt anywhere, Subaru?
I think I'm fine. Wait, Mealy, don't you think you're really close?
Because you grabbed onto my hips.
Huh?
I realized what's happening and let out a cry of panic.
Sorry! I didn't do it on purpose! I really didn't! You smell real nice. I mean, that's not what I meant to say!
Hey, Subaru, watch out! If you back away too much.
Despite Amelia's warning, I step back onto empty air. I get thrown out of the dragon carriage and nearly crash into the ground.
Come on now. It'd be pretty sad if this is how you died.
Whoa! Sorry about that. Thanks a bunch. Wait, Tiga?
Cool it, will ya? No need to react so weirdly.
How could I not? I thought you stayed behind at the slums. Where's Sakura? Did you beat her?
Yeah. Are you okay? It seemed really tough with all those weird bugs to deal with. Oh, but thank you for saving Subaru. You're such a scatterbrain, Subaru.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Whoa, both of you, calm down. First, I didn't defeat Sakura. Someone else took my place.
Took your place? Who?
An old man called Wilhelm. He claimed to be a swordsman who serves Miss Cruchet.
Wilhelm, did Cruchet send him out for us?
Cruchet really knows what she's doing. But you said you didn't defeat Sakura.
That's because I left before the fight ended. That old man gave me a lecture. He said I have to do what a man is supposed to do, by being next to the woman I love. That's the gist of it anyway.
It's like you to say that. So are you here for Melty's surgery?
Yeah. I want to watch by her side. If I won't get in the way, that is.
That depends on the guys inside, but I think it's okay. That said...
I look at the silhouette on the ground in the wake of the dragon carriage. Wolf lays face up on the path as we continue to move away. His all-out attack was deflected by Amelia and the others, and then he's struck down by Tiga in ambush. He doesn't have the strength to get back up.
They're doing surgery inside, so we can't afford to lose the divine protection of Wind Repel. We won't be able to stop the dragon carriage.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to stop. I'm going to go see Mel. I want to stay by the woman I love.
Got it.
Are you sure it's okay to go inside? I heard what they're doing to Melty is really painful.
He's prepared for it. It's not right for me to say anything.
Okay.
The overwhelming smell of blood hits me the moment I enter, making me realize what a monumental task they were facing. The seats of the dragon carriage were removed and a table seemed to have been jammed in there. On top of that table lay Mel, and over that table...
Julius, I need more light. Rom, hold her down tightly.
Ferris, calm down. If you rush this, you could make a grave mistake.
I know that. But I've never done such a weird treatment where you fix one part and leave the other.
Just focus on what you want to do. Julius and I will help you.
I'm giving Subaru a piece of my mind later.
The tree surround the table Mel is on while they exchange words fervently. The thick smell of blood is permeating the interior. Mel's throat is cut open with a sharp blade. I am almost overtaken by a violent impulse, but I quickly mumbled those magic words to myself.
Inner peace.
I immediately regain my calm. Not only does my divine protection of insensitivity prevent others from affecting my mind, but it allows me to maintain my sense of calm. I could paralyze fear, forget worry, freeze anger, and push away sorrow, allowing me to starve off the negative aspect of emotions. I don't allow myself to get agitated. I remain calm and quickly realize what they are trying to do. They open up Mel's throat and forcefully open the blocked esophagus.
What the?
Dumbfounded, I continue to watch her seemingly barbaric act. It's a logical method, although I never would have thought of it. Mel's body had been reconstructed, so healing magic could not return her to normal. Most body consider her current state whole, so healing magic can't save her. That's why.
Oh, an uninvited guest.
That's a bit mean to say. I got permission from the two outside to come in here.
Outside? Oh, you mean Barisu and Miss Amelia? Their permission is meaningless here. Unfortunately for you, they have no authority to let you in.
Setting Subaru aside, I'm surprised you'd say that about Miss Amelia.
I'm slightly taken aback by Ram's words, but I'm relieved to see that she's maintaining her presence of mind as well.
Tiger? How'd you get here?
I got saved by this really powerful old man. He said he was a swordsman for Miss Cruchet.
Oh, it was Old Man Will? An excellent move by Miss Cruchet. And you came at a good time. Come on over.
Me?
I walk over to where the three are crowded around Mel to get a better look at her. Mel is unconscious with her throat cut open. Her throat isn't cut open! Seeing her lying there, pale as a corpse, I feel the color draining from my own face. But I see her small chest moving with each breath, and I wash away my anxiety with inner peace.
What should I do? I'll have you know that I probably can't help in cutting open Mel's throat. It's impossible for me to put a knife into the woman I love. You'll have to ask someone else.
I'm not going to ask someone to do something so advanced on the fly. It's something else.
Can you hold on to Miss Melty's hand?
Her hand?
You get the best job out of all of us. Yes, hold onto her hand.
I'm confused by their request. They want me to hold on to Mel's hand while this grand procedure is going on? I don't have a clue to what the point of doing such a thing would be.
I wouldn't recommend it if we were working with healing magic here. You wouldn't want to transfer mana onto the patient through touch. But when it comes to this surgery thing, I want you to be holding her hand.
At times, that can be what saves the patient.
Rom?
When nightmares keep you up at night, having someone's warmth by your side can make all the difference. That is enough to get you through those sleepless nights. Even such cheap miracles can happen.
The cheap part was unnecessary.
Despite her brazen tone, there's kindness in Ram's words. I take a deep breath, and then...
Fine.
I gently hold Mel's hand. She's unconscious, her throat opens with its interior exposed. Despite everything going on, her heart pulls strong and hot, like she's fighting for her life. I feel like this is Mel's response to me, and I set my mind on staying by her and never letting go.
I can't do much else, but I won't let go of your hand, Mel. I know you don't like having your hand held, and the reason behind it. But
I already decided long ago.
I won't let go.
It appears you're all out of tricks.
Cruchet points her sword at Wolf, who lies at her feet.
How pathetic of me. I fell right into the trap.
No matter how much you may plot, you are no match for Subaru. Your acts of barbarism end here.
Barbarism. Barbarism, huh? Is that what the desperate struggles of outcasts like me look like to you?
Don't make any sudden movements. I've heard from Subaru Natsuki that he wants to help you, but I will show no mercy if you resist. That goes for Rem here as well.
Yes, Rem will not hold back, so please do not resist.
You want to help me? How kind of you. But I reject your help. I have no desire for your mercy.
Wolf spit out the words like a curse. Rem and Cruchet feel their body weigh down and immediately realize the cause. Both evil eyes can absorb mana of others. Knowing this, they were quick to react.
We did warn you.
There will be no second warning.
Cruchet and Rem take a stance simultaneously while Wolf smiles under his mask. They strike at him, and he's unable to dodge with his body being unresponsive.
Puka's gone too.
He cracks a wry smile at his own pitiful words. His partner was long gone, which was completely understandable. There was no bond between Puka and himself in the first place. Puka was simply assigned to him, or rather Solemn, to keep an eye on things. Wolf had interjected himself between them, so they couldn't have thought of each other as anything but a nuisance. They ended up spending most of the time with each other while following orders, but they were never once trusted each other. Now he lays in the moment between life and death, but there was no way she would be around to.
My goodness. I'm such a softie. What?
Puka takes Rim and Crochet attacks in place of Wolf. Despite being a spirit with no physical body, the impact sent a fatal shock through her body. Through her. Spirits are beings with an odd at their core. If it's broken, their soul shatters. And once it's damaged, even the spirit cannot avoid death. That's why. Puka slowly falls, and Wolf catches her tiny body. He desperately calls out to the fleeting life in his hand, trying his hard not to shake her.
Puka, you idiot! What were you thinking? Why did you protect me?
Stop shouting in my ear.
Why?
Idiot. Who'd want to help a jerk like you? But I had no choice. Your body is Sum's. And your face, too.
Puka, you...
I like Sum. No, I hate you. You're Sum. Only on the outside. So this is sort of a compromise.
Puka smiles weakly and goes limp. Wolf tries to hold on to the life growing faint in his hand.
No, please. Wait for me, Puka. You... This isn't like you. You should be cursing at me like usual. You hated being used by me, didn't you? How can you die like this? You were supposed to grow to become a great spirit. How could... Puka?
Puka's body begins to glimmer and fade. It's a sign of an impending death that even spirit cannot avoid. A precursor to disappearing and melting into the rest of the world.
Hey, no. This has to be some kind of joke. Don't die, Puka. Don't die for a coward like me.
Miss Crochet!
The attack landed, though the intended target was not hit.
Yes, I believe it's over.
Even while exchanging many words, they knew the results of what they had done. It was clear that there was no need to pressure Wolf, the man who called himself the malevolent masked magician, any further.
I will need to report this tragic incident to Subaru.
But we can't change what happened. I will go apologize to Subaru Natsuki with you. I have enough reason to do so.
Yes, and
All that was left was to restrain Wolf and regroup with Subaru and the others. Once Melty's surgery is complete, everything would be settled, so they still had to capture Sakura. Just then, as the two turned their attention to what they would do next, a powerful sense of fatigue suddenly comes crashing down upon them. They had been hit with the same effect earlier, but the draining sensation is far more powerful this time.
I won't let you die. Wolf. I won't let you die. No way.
Wolf mumbled to himself as he stands, colorful mana shimmering thickly in the air around him like a rainbow shroud.
The concentration of mana is so thick that it's visible. Is he absorbing it endlessly?
Kushi shuddered at the thought. They knew Wolf Evil Eye could absorb mana from others, but...
All vessels have their limit. If you absorb mana beyond your capacity, you will crack and shatter.
I don't care!
Wolf absorbed mana at the accelerated rate as his emotion heightened, bringing Rim and Kushi to their knees. Wolf held Puka in his arm and transferring mana into her while crying tears of blood.
I don't care if I end up breaking. Her core is already cracked. I have to keep feeding her mana to keep her from disappearing. And that's what I'll do. I don't care if I end up draining the whole world. I'll keep her alive until the very last moment. Now, awaken and fight once more. Great Spirit of Fire, Puka! Incinerate my soul along with our enemies.
It can't be.
Let's do this, Puka! We will destroy the enemy! To the south of the royal capital. Pursue the fleeing enemies. Melty must be there. We need to get her and her evil eye back. That accursed royal capital. Those detestable citizens. Give us everything!
This is bad. He's after Melty Christie's.
Let us go, Miss Crochet.
Rum.
The person I care about, as well as your first knight, are all in Wolf's path. We must catch up and help stop him at all costs.
Chrissy closes her eyes upon hearing Rem's strong yet sorrowful plea. Her amber eyes then open once more and she nods deeply.
Naturally, that is what we must do. Fortunately for us, the effect of his evil eye has lessened due to him expanding its range of effect. Now we should be able to catch up. However,
Crochet turned to see that the land dragon that had been pulling the carriage is now unconscious. It has been robbed of its mana like Crochet and Rem, leaving it unable to run into state.
we won't be able to catch them on foot.
We must do something.
Then would you ladies like a ride?
That voice.
It's you.
Who's that again? I don't remember. A few minutes had passed since Sika entered the dragon carriage for Melty surgery. If all went well, we were planning on stopping the dragon carriage, regrouping with the others, and hoping for a successful operation, but things didn't pan out that way.
Neely? Am I seeing things? If I am, then I just need to go to the hospital.
No, I don't think you are. Because I can see it too.
Thought so.
I let out a dry laugh as Emilia confirmed my suspicions. I couldn't help it because I never imagined we'd be facing a hulking thing like that.
That thing is probably after us, right?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It's the little spirit that was next to Wolf.
That's Puka?
She has the same face. Can't you tell?
I haven't seen very many spirits, mind you.
I have no reason to doubt Emilia, and there's no way a giant, completely unrelated spirit would suddenly appear here. That's Puka. She must have grown in size somehow, and is now coming after us with a ferocious look in her eyes. If we don't do something...
She'll set everything on fire. And Wolf seems to be absorbing mana everywhere he's going.
Thanks to Felt, Anastasia, and Waldwell effort, Melty Evil Eye is under control for now. But that equilibrium will be easily broken with Wolf and Puka wild rampage. We can't stop the dragon carriage because we can't afford to pause the surgery in the middle of the operation. That leaves only one option.
Neely, let's leave the city. We can't let them stay inside the royal capital.
You're right. At this rate, they'll burn down the whole city. Let's take them outside before that happens. And our destination should be...
Let's head for that easy-to-spot landmark that we saw on the way from the manor to the royal capital.
the Flugels tree.
While on top of the burning spirit, Wolf catches sight of the dragon carriage fleeing at full speed.
Are they leaving the royal capital? Another optimal decision.
Despite his silent curses, he felt like upon their explanatory tactics at the same time. This was the first time in his life that he had to fight so desperately. But just as much as the irritation and anger he felt, there was an equal sense of respect for the valiant effort put up by his opponent.
Thanks to you, I was able to ascertain my own limits. I thank you for that. Now die.
No matter how good they were at choosing the optimal solution, he could simply burn them all down with the overwhelming firepower. Tactics are useless in the face of power. Wolf knows that better than anyone. Though to be precise, this came from solemn memory rather than Wolf. Memory of being trampled on and stolen from. Aside from hell where the stronger be the weak. He was born, or rather came into existence because of that hell.
I came straight from hell. Burned just as bright. I will absorb everything and show you what hell is like.
This is bad.
Ram comments while looking out the window, and Tika looks up while still holding onto Melty's hand. The surgery is still ongoing while covered in sweat. Ferris continue their unfamiliar operation. Julius assists his friend, as they continue with the dedicated impromptu procedure. Then Ram.
It appears the dragon carriage is leaving the royal capital. If we remain in the city, it will result in unspeakable damage. Those two made a wise decision.
Leaving the city? Did something happen?
Oh yes, you cannot see it from here, but that spirit is not holding back any longer.
Upon hearing the word spirit, Tiga's eyes open wide.
A spirit. Puka.
I'm a spiritual arts user myself, though not much of one. But I can tell that the spirit from earlier has evolved to become a true great spirit. How did that spirit come to cooperate with Wolf?
It's the same as Sakura. This mother that Sakura serves ordered Puka to keep an eye on Solemn. Puka's been with us ever since. Compared to Sakura, she's much better company. Even so, I could never figure out what Puka was really thinking. She appeared to be kind and considerate, but she purposely sided with Wolf, someone who let Sakura tell him what to do. So...
Well, in the first place...
The parents interrupt even while maintaining focus on the surgery.
What is Wolf? His real name is Solemn, and he's Miss Meowtie's big brother, right? Then why would he go against Miss Meowtie?
I don't know anything about Wolf, but anyone can tell that it's not just Solemn putting on an act. Solemn and Wolf are two different. They really are different people.
A deafening silence overcomes the carriage after Tiga's explanation, then...
There are two people inside of him. I have heard such things can happen.
That there are two people in one?
The vessel of the human body is much more complex and deep than it appears. So this sort of unusual circumstance is possible.
Then, if that's the case, I think Solemn is on Mel's side, just like me. But I don't know about Wolf. He could be fighting his own battle. But
what?
We've come this far without ever exchanging words. That's it.
I see.
There's sorrow in Tiga's eyes as he speaks, and no one has the heart to question him further. The small bug grows stronger in the carriage. Melty breath becomes more shallow and drawn out. How's the surgery going? Is it going well? Or perhaps something unusual is happening? No one is talking about that. No one knows for sure what will happen, but everyone shares their same desire to save her, so...
That sound. Did something hit us?
We're in the middle of something important here. Cut out the shaking.
The healing magic activates to reduce blood loss while Ferris continues the surgery. While looking to the side,
this is bad.
Rims whispered softly. The sky begins to turn red, but not from the fire spirit scorching everything in sight. The sun is setting, casting as a hellish red glow on the world itself. We continue forward in the dragon carriage and surrounded by the all-encompassing red light.
We've left the royal capital. We've been running for hours.
I'm more worried about the land dragon and everyone we have in the carriage.
Emilia is right to be concerned. Surgeries that last for hours can be honestly be incredibly draining, especially considering that Ferris and the others, this is their first time performing surgery without healing magic. The mental toll on them must be astronomical. On top of that, this has to be done while being pursued by the enemy. I feel sorry for putting Ferris up to this. Speaking of being sorry, I feel the same for our land dragon project.
Sorry for making you run for hours, Patricia, but you're our only hope. Thanks to you, we reduced the damage to the royal capital. We'll fight the best we can. Please, hold up with us till the end.
Even my voice reached Patricia, but because Patricia gave us a reassuring cry as if to respond in my plea, but still.
We can't keep running forever.
Neely.
I'm sure you're thinking the same thing, Subaru. Even if we keep running, he'll catch up to us.
Amelia's decision making is bold. If we delay now, we'll just end up losing. However,
Melee is the only one who can fight. I can't bring in reinforcements. The most I can do is give moral
I
support.
could pat myself on the back for contributing to this plan, but that's all I did. In the end, whenever we're in serious danger, I'm completely powerless. Maybe
I should return by death.
As I know we'll end up corner like this, I could go back and prepare better. Then the thought crosses me, but...
Subaru, look!
Melee? What are you...
Suddenly, Emilia grabbed my face from both sides. She pressed it against my cheek and I let out a weird sound.
Melee?
Don't make that face. You can't blame yourself. Don't worry, it'll be alright.
Alright, with that being said, I'm going to end today's episode. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a good day.